we're going to run through on how to filter dirty, murky, muddy, filthy water. um, so the elements that we're going to use to filter this water is we're going to use charcoal. That's going to be probably one of our main elements of the filter. We've got some sand, just some ordinary sand. Probably the finer the grain of the sand, the better. The same goes for the charcoal. I've already ground this charcoal down in a mortar and pestle, but the finer you get it, the better. It's got to be sort of like a talcum powder or baby powder consistency. The other elements that we have to add to the filter, I've got some cotton wool. I always carry cotton wool in my backpack. Always. It is an awesome fire lighter to use, and it comes in very handy. I also carry filter paper. This is coffee filter paper. I've learned to carry this because I was in Kilimanjaro and I needed to filter my water, and the one day I didn't filter my water through this because it takes a bit of time. I found a worm in my water. So that was my lesson, to always filter water and always keep this water paper handy. When I carry this filter paper, I also carry some water purification. So that's just a bit of side information. Okay, so we've got this, and if you don't have the cotton wool, we can also use grass. So the way we're going to layer the water filter is that the bottom layer we're going to put in the cotton wool. On top of that, we're going to use the grass. Above that, we're going to use our ground up charcoal, and then the sand, and then we pour in the water, and as the water filters through those elements, it goes, you'll see that the water clears through, and we can run the water through multiple times to improve the filtration and improve the removal of residues. So the first step I'm going to do is, I'm first going to use my knife and just drill a bit of a hole into the lid. Now be careful when you do this, you just don't want to cut yourself. So do what you need to do to be safe and what you feel confident doing. Okay, so I've got a hole drilled through the lid, and then I'm going to cut off the base, because that is going to be where we pour our water through. Okay, so the first layer I'm going to put in is the cotton wool, and just get it down to the bottom. I might add another one just to be sure we try and filter out all the tiny little pieces out of this dirty water. So we've got the cotton wool on the base over there. If you want, you could add the filter paper in the cup and then add in your elements on top, but I think most people won't really have coffee paper on them. I keep it in my backpack like I explained. I always keep it handy just in case I need to filter water. Okay, so the next crucial element we're going to add is grass. So I've got some grass over here that we're just going to break up. If you don't have the cotton balls, you can use the grass on its own. I do, however, recommend that you use the cotton balls. It makes life so much easier, and the water will filter through, and you'll get a cleaner filtrate. Okay, it's getting a bit tough over here. I'll cut this up. I'll just try and press this down a bit. Okay, next we're going to layer in our ground up charcoal. Okay, and next we're going to use our sand. The finer the sand, the more particles will be filtered out of the water. Just try and compress that down a bit. Okay, so there we have it. We've got some layers. At the bottom we have the cotton wool, then we've got the grass, and then on top of that we've got the charcoal, and then on top of that we have the sand. Okay, now we've got that, we've got to cut our collection point. So I'm just cutting the top of this water bottle. Cut the top of that one. And the water will filter through this and collect in here. All right. So note how dirty this water is over here, and let's just see how the clarity improves in our collection. It is a slow process. So I think I might just fast forward through this component and take you through to the end. Okay. Can you see the water slowly dripping through our filter? And just have a look at the clarity of that water compared to its source. So all the impurities, or at least some of the impurities, are being filtered out through the charcoal and the sand. And if you take a look at the top, you'll see all the bits and pieces that will be captured. So this filtration could take another, I would estimate about another 15 to 20 minutes. And I will show you the end result as soon as we are done. Okay, this is about 5 minutes later, and as you can see, the water is still filtering through, and it is so much cleaner, so much better than where it came from. So that is the source, and this is the filtered water. We could try filtering it multiple times, and each time that we do it, the clarity will improve. Now, it is important to know that even though that this water is filtered, it is still not safe to drink. We still need to purify it. We would need to boil it up or use water purification tablets. So we got to follow through the proper purification process before we want to drink this, even in survival or emergency situations. So this is just an illustration of how you can filter water in your backyard in a fun and easy way to do with your kids. I hope you enjoyed this project.